What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an update on what's going on with the car. I got some decisions to make. I did get in contact with a couple of shops. So before we go ahead and jump into it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and let's get into it. For those who are not caught up with what's going on with the car, essentially I was about to run some bikes, and as soon as I went into second gear, I broke my shifter. Once I broke the shifter, I was moving it to someone's house so I can look at it, and I lifted the shifter up, and then I started getting a squeaking noise. So I was able to fix the shifter, and the noise is still to be determined. So as you guys can see, we got the car up in the air right now. What we're going to do, just because some people recommended that I do it, is we're going to take the belts off and just see if the noise goes away. So I don't think it will, but it doesn't cost me anything, and it's not going to take a lot of time to try to see if that will fix it. And if it does, I would be absolutely ecstatic, because then that means I just need to fix a pulley or whatever the issue is, okay? But I did call a shop. I talked to a shop, Speed Incorporated, and they kind of gave me some quotes. So I told them what was going on. I told them I think the lifters are bad. They told me that it would cost $1,500 to fix it. Now, they said if it's just the lifters, $1,500. However, if the cam was affected as well, then it's going to be $2,500. So I'm okay with the 15. I'm not okay with the 25. But if I want the car to run, I got to be okay with both of them. So I've thought about selling the car. If I do sell the car, I know I won't get a lot of money for it, right? So, and I may be wrong. In my mind, the engine isn't blown. It just needs some work. So it doesn't have a blown engine. It doesn't need a completely new engine. It's not leaking oil. It still has oil pressure. So, I mean, if I was to sell this car, I would probably want about $15,000. Now, I know people are going to criticize and be like, oh, it's worth $8,000. You know what? I'll fix it, and then I'll just have the car. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody wanted to offer 15, I would take it. And this is how I look at it. If you get the car for 15 and you put 2,000 into it, especially if you know what you're doing, like you don't even have to spend a 2,000. And then you got a Z06 for 16,000 if you spend 1,000. Or if you do take it to a shop and you bought it for 15, you got a car for 17.5. All right. Even if you took it to that same shop, got a new cam, and they did whatever they needed to do, you'll be at 17.5. And these cars at the dealership are going for 20, 24, 25. So you're still kind of up. This car has a rebuilt trans, a rebuilt diff, and then now it's going to be a rebuilt engine. So the drivetrain is pretty much all new in a sense, you know. The car does have some mileage on it, but, you know, it's an LS. It's a Corvette. It'll be fine. So you guys tell me, do you think 15 is crazy to ask for? I know you guys are going to eat me up in the comments, but, you know, I think that's a decent amount. Or what do you think is a decent amount? And don't be an asshole about it. Like, don't be like, oh, it's worth 5,000. Come on, man. We know it's not worth 5,000. Again, it has oil pressure, it's not leaking oil, and the engine isn't completely blown. It just needs some TLC, all right? So what we're gonna do, I do have a buddy who's going to, we're gonna go ahead and look at the lifters. That's probably gonna be our next video. But in the meantime, some people recommended that I take off the belts and see if the noise would go away. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these belts off, see what happens. All right, family, so now we have both belts off. We got the main drive and the AC belt, or the serpentine belt and the AC belt off. So we're gonna go ahead and try to give it a start, see if it does anything. I don't think it will. If it does, I'm gonna have to do a giveaway or something. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's see what happens. All right, family, here's the moment of truth. Let's see what it does. Still making that noise, y'all. So it's definitely something internal. All right, family, so we've taken the belt off, which was going to be the first way to rule out that it wasn't any pulleys or anything. As you guys can see, it didn't fix anything. It's still making a noise. So now the question is, do I sell it or do I keep it? Okay, now here, here are the pros and cons of both, okay? If I keep it, right? If I keep it, I have to spend the money. Of course, that's a con. That's always a con for me. However, the pros are that the car is pretty much rebuilt. I mean, I got a rebuilt trans, I have a rebuilt diff, then I have a rebuilt engine, and then all the other issues that I've had when I purchased it, I fixed. So there really isn't much more to worry about. The heads-up display and the active handling will be the two things that I need to worry about, and then that's it. All right, so that's one end. That's if I do go ahead and get it fixed. I have a good car after I get it fixed. If I sell it at this point with it not running properly, okay, I'm going to take a loss anyway, right? But I'm going to take a bigger hit. Now at 15,000, I'm losing 8,000 still. All right, but it gets it out of my hands. I don't have to worry about it. Maybe I'll go ahead and get something else, you know, and that way I can start over. You know, I know my guy Johnny, I know you watching, I appreciate you watching, but you know, he always says, like, if you get your car fixed and give it to somebody, you're giving them pretty much a good car that you've spent all your money on. And that's true. And it's kind of like what I do with the stock market, right? I buy a stock, it drops, I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. I sell it, right? Now I just lost money, and then the stock jumps back up because I didn't wait it long enough, right? So not to say this is anything like the stock market, complete opposite. So that's where I'm at right now, right? Now, again, you know, if I sell it, I don't have a fun factor at this moment. I can get one. It doesn't take long to buy anything, but to get something as fun and as versatile, right? I mean, the C5 Z06, which other Corvettes are the same, but they're not as cheap. You can do autocross, you can drag race, you can do like an actual circuit track, you can drift. I mean, come on now. There's not a lot of cars that can do all of that, right? Let's say like the Hellcat, right? The Hellcat's not going to do autocross. It's not going to do circuit. Mustang, depending on what Mustang, like, you know, when they have the solid rear axle, those aren't going to do, typically they're not going to do autocross. They're not going to do circuits, right? Now, you can do anything that you want with your cars. I mean, you can throw a Hellcat around the circuit or at autocross, but I'm talking about being able to do it at a high level. You know, if I do go ahead and sell it, a pro is that I don't have to deal with these issues anymore. So, and I don't have to put my money into it. You know, I get a little bit of money back. And honestly, right now, at this point in my life, I would probably use that money to invest. And so I probably would put it towards like a house or something else, right? Or something that's going to help make me money as opposed to taking my money. All right. So you guys let me know. Should I sell it? Should I keep it? What direction should I go with the car? All right. Let me know in the comments below. Again, if I was to get rid of it, I do want 15. And that's just where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to sell it. So I'm not going to take like an $8,000 offer because of the condition that it's in. It's unfortunate, but when you play hard, shit breaks, right? Some people say work hard, play hard, right? Well, I work hard, and then when I play hard, then I got to spend my hard-earned money from working hard on this damn toy. So, hey, it is what it is, all right? Appreciate you guys watching the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.